Welcome to Nightly Repeat. My name is Nathan.
Devin.
Lucas.
This is a podcast where we talk about superhero shit.
So here on episode 1, part 2, we're going to be talking about dumb superhero origins.
Alright, so last time we started with Devin, Lucas, and then me. So do you want to go Lucas?
Devin, Lucas, and me.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do it.
Devin, Lucas, and me.
Alright, so for a dumb superhero origin, which again is the prompt for this episode, I was thinking, bear with me, you know when you go, like, in TV and movie stuff, they never actually do this, but, like, when you go to a restaurant, they're like, this is the 100th customer, so you get a free something, right?
I am laughing at that joke, but slightly less because this is the second time that I've heard it. Continue.
So, okay, basically my idea is, well, it's like the Green Lanterns Corp, but basically you're like a Walmart employee, and okay, you become like a Walmart employee
Wait,
once
so-
you get the superpower. Once
wait.
you go to, okay, so basically
You're their 1,000th customer, so they like indict you into their clan.
Yeah. So you get all the powers of Walmart once you go there 1,000 times.
Powers of Walmart.
Yeah.
Once you go there 1,000 times.
Mhm.
What
And-
are the powers of Walmart?
So
I guess
basically,
it doesn't matter because we're talking
Yeah,
about the
you're
origin
like-
story, but like, what are they?
okay, so that doesn't matter. But this guy just goes to Walmart and he's just like really sad that day, and they're like, "You're our 1,000th customer." He's like, "Yeah," and then they hand him a mop.
So he gets a job.
It's like, wait, what? And then they're like, did you not hear what we just said?
You're
the
our
1,000th
1,000th customer.
Here's a mom.
You see another guy, he's like super happy, he has like a certificate in his hand and he has a mop in the other. So there's like this whole like,
wait,
there's-
certificate? Like it's like, you're hired. Here's a certificate for your hiring. Put it on your wall.
because he's a 1,000 customer. This guy is too.
Oh, so you get 1,000. Okay, not for getting the job, but for being the 1,000th customer.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And then you're like
Not a
indicted
lot.
into like it's Green Lantern basically. Like the mop is the ring. And, like superpowers doesn't matter. That's
Does
all we're
everyone
talking
have a
about.
mop? Because that'd be very. It's like the only thing that they do at Walmart is mop. They don't have any other tools.
Well, no, you get like levels up once you go there more. Like once you're the 10,000th customer, you get like
Wait, so do you still like? Are you still a customer after you after you like? Is it like so you're the 1,000th customer, so you get the mop? But if you're not the 1,000th customer and like you end up being the 10,000th customer, you get like something else. And like, but like, if you
promotion.
get the mop, are you like eligible for the 10,000 customers since you're not a customer anymore? Or do you just have to like hope that you don't get like
you
the
hope that
1,000?
you don't. You hope that you're like the 100,000 customer.
So, but like it's like
Because,
if,
like-
if you
So
do
the
get
higher,
the 1,000.
the higher the number, the best, the better the job.
So
Yeah.
it's like the Hunger Games. Everyone goes to Walmart and it's like, you are the 1,000th customer. It's like, no, I wanted to be the 10,000th customer.
And then people just start running
It's
in because
like-
then they're running out, running in, running out, and then like finally.
Wait, do you have to purchase something or do you just have to like open
You
and
have to
close
be
the
a customer.
Walmart doors? What had the divine customer? Do
you
have,
have
to,
to
like,
buy
just
something.
have to buy something?
So you go to Walmart, get a stick of gum, and you're like, they're like, you're the 100,000 customer. You're like, yes. They hand you a buggy.
Wait, so is there like a counter on the wall? It's like 9,999.
And this isn't Walmart. This is Small Mart.
small mart.
Small.
So it's like it's like
So
how
it's
big
like-
is small mart? Is it like just like a ton of people, like an entire town where the people trying to get in this like little
Well,
convenience
no, it's
store?
called Small Mart because, again, we're not sponsored by Walmart.
We're not
Oh, yeah.
sponsored.
We are not at all sponsored, but if
Walmart, you wanted to sponsor.
unless
That is Walmart.
let us play around in Walmart. I mean,
We go there often.
yeah, we do go there often. We would appreciate it, but I mean, of course.
So yeah, that, I don't know what to call that. The Walmart origin story.
Who's the character?
The Walmart core.
Walmart.
The small
core.
mart core.
Small Mart.
Mart
okay.
core.
It's like, okay. I forgot that.
So it's like Green Lantern, basically.
Okay, so did you have your idea then?
Okay, so this one's not that dumb, but it's kind of dumb. Okay, so there's a football team, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So one of the football players is he's got like radiation poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
He's the radioactive football player.
Okay.
He's also got like a sharp helmet. So one day, some random guy walks out to the field and he's like charging, and he he hits him with his sharp helmet and makes him another radioactive football player.
So it's like a zombie.
No, a radioactive football player.
But okay, so this random.
What is the difference between a radioactive football player and a non-radioactive football player?
But let's go back to this. This football player one day just had a pike on his head.
Right, because he's the radioactive. He's a radioactive.
Okay, but then there was more.
No, he's the only one. And then he makes the radioactive football player.
But can the radioactive football player? Can he do that? Can he make other people the radioactive football player?
No.
It's like transferable by kissing.
So there's only two.
Yeah. Except there's a radioactive football player, and then there's the radioactive, who's the main character.
Okay, so it's like the Sith. There can only be two. A master and an apprentice.
What if one of them dies? Is there some like a process of replacement?
Well, no. If one of them dies, does the radioactive football player become a radioactive football player then?
No, I think it would be a radioactive football player becomes the radioactive football player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
the definite article, as someone would say.
A radioactive football player is like the assistant to the radioactive football player.
You know, you said that idea wasn't as dumb as mine.
I mean, it wasn't at first. I kind of made it up. I made it up as it went on.
I think he's right on the ball for this one. I think, given the prompt for this episode, I think that's definitely
so.
finished.
Whose origin story is this? Not the one that is the radioactive.
The radioactive football player.
Okay, who is the one that got bitten?
Who got stabbed by the A?
Now, does the stab mark go away, or is it still there?
No, it's still there. It's like
to get this superpower, you have to be impaled.
by,
have that
by
mark still on you.
by A.
You become radioactive. This just sounds like, this is a bad day.
I mean, I imagine any
Okay, I
day
didn't
that
tell you-
results in you becoming a radioactive football player is not a good day. I mean, I don't know if it's a bad day, probably mediocre to bad day.
Let's take this for example. Let's say Captain Smamerica gets, because, again, Marvel, if you want to sponsor us, that'd be really great. But, okay, let's say Captain Smamerica walks up. Samaria gets impaled by a radioactive football player. Does he lose all his Captain Smamerica powers and become the radioactive football player?
I think that far.
But do you think that would happen?
Well, if Captain Smamerica got bitten by a radioactive Smiter, that's like the same argument right there. Would you lose?
So this is basically a way to become radioactive and a football player. Honestly, I think that's pretty good.
I didn't say what it's like. It's a football player, but all of the features are enhanced. So he's big, he's strong, he can run fast.
You were right on the ball, Nathan. You got something?
So this one, it's a little bit lengthy. Basically, this guy, average Joe. He was pretty average Joe. He woke up in the morning one day. He rolled out of bed, wrong side of the bed. Definitely not a good start to the day. And he rolls out of bed, takes a shower. He's pretty upset. He cries a little bit in the shower. He needs some tissues. Dev, thank you. Audience, he's wiping my face with tissues right now.
It's getting a little emotional.
Thank you. Now my mouth is being wiped. It's a whole treatment. And now he's wiping my sideburns, the back of my ear. I think this bit's done. Now he threw it to Lucas. Anyway, bad day. He gets up. He gets a cup of Joe, brushes his teeth, begrudgingly puts on clothes due to company policy. we can't have a repeat of last time. Yeah, it's no other laws or regulations, just company policy. Someone showed up and it was a bad time for everyone. So now they're more strict on that rule the second time around. What happened, you'll never find out. But I hope you'd be able to infer what happened. So he hops on the commute. We're talking like 40 minutes. It sucks. It's like he's already running a little bit late to his job. He's late. He goes into the office and he's like, "Ah, boss, I'm sorry." And he's like, "My office now." And the boss comes in. He's talking to him.
What's the boss's name?
What was the boss's name was David. His name was David.
David.
And David, he was like, but you never refer to him as David. It's Mr. Rogers. You know,
David
like,
Rogers.
Thanks, Mr. Rogers. It's like you don't want to refer to him as David. He's not there yet.
Mr. Schmauzers.
Mr. Schmauzers.
Because that's owned by PBS, which again, great sponsorship. Great sponsorship.
I mean, I guess you could make that connection. I realized the connection was there. Anyway, so you call. It's like they weren't on a first name basis. They're not friends. He's pissed. He is mad. Like, we're talking really upset here. Basically yells at him, tells him one more time, and you're fired. You're lucky you're still here. I have to go through corporate if I want to get you going, because this is like corporate. Don't ask me what the company is. I don't know. I'm kind of bullshitting right now. And he goes, sits in his cubicle. Really bad day. It's a corporate for small market. And he sits in his cubicle, takes calls from really, really pissed off small mart customers. Like basically all the people that didn't get one of the 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 milestones are like, "Oh, I'm so pissed. I wanted to join the small market staff." Basically, he deals with a bunch of people giving him shit all day. He has like multiple cups of coffee and energy drinks just to keep him awake. But eventually it's all over. 40-minute drive home, and then he sits down, realizes, I'm kind of thirsty, goes to open the fridge, and then there's just like just some uranium in the fridge. Touches the uranium, then he gets superpowers. That's it.
Does he get like fridge-related superpowers?
No.
That was like the I'm a bad conductor joke.
Hey guys, you want to hear a joke?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I love the bad conductor joke.
That's pretty good joke.
Have you heard the bad conductor joke?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so there's this guy. He was a conductor on a train.
Was he a bad one?
He was a bad one. But
was he a bad man?
We'll continue. I don't want to ruin the joke. So, he was driving, and he was driving a train. He was like, "I'm driving the train," and then basically, there were some kids on the train track, and he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't see the kids, and I can't stop it on time." So he hits a kid, one kid, singular kid. I don't know why I said kids. It's just a singular kid, and then they're like, "You can't hit kids with your train. That's illegal." And so they took him into to custody. His bail was set for $10,000. Would you think it'd be a little bit more? Luckily, it was only $10,000.
Manslaughter's
pretty chill, you know. So he actually gets brought up on that charge of vehicular manslaughter. Is it vehicular manslaughter if you hit someone on the train? Who cares?
Well, it's actually not like their fault though, because it's a kid's fault. Because you can't.
Kid. It's a kid. Singular.
Only the one.
So he gets brought up on vehicular manslaughter. He gets charged guilty. Somehow the death penalty. You'd think of the death penalty like it wouldn't be a $10,000 bail, but who cares? Who cares? So he's like, they're like, "What do you want to eat for your last meal?" And he's like, fucking banana." And so they're like, "Okay, here's a banana." And so he eats singular banana, singular kid, singular banana. Make a connection there. Make a connection. It'll be important later. And so then the next day after eating a banana, he gets onto the electric chair because they're still using the electric chair, and it's like zip 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 zap 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 zap. And so they zap him, and he lives. And so they're like, well, I guess you get to go free because it's in a place that not only uses the electric chair but has a law that allows people who don't get killed during the electric chair to go free. And so he's like, and somehow the train company hires him back. They're like, "You killed a kid Thursday." It's just that Thursday. So he's driving the train, listening to some music. He's listening to the Minions soundtrack. The banana. He really likes bananas. And two kids didn't stop in time. Two kids this time. Crazy. They're like, dude, you're gonna go to jail again. So they set him on. This time it's $100,000 bail. More fitting for the vehicular manslaughter charge that he gets, but it's a double vehicular manslaughter. It's really bad. Looks really bad for him. Bada bing, bada boom.
Is it on his
guilty,
permanent record?
Death penalty. It's gonna be on his permanent record until he dies. So they're like, you're gonna die tomorrow. What do you want to eat? He's like, 2 bananas. Connection, important later. He eats the 2 bananas. These 2 bananas, super, super good. But then the next day, he gets in the electric chair and they're like, we're gonna zap you. This time we're gonna get you. Zip, 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 zap, 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 zap. You lived, you get to go free again. And so he goes and he's like, yo, can I get my job back? And they're like, yeah. And so he gets his job back. And this time, instead of listening to the Despicable Me soundtrack, he's listening to the Despicable Me 2 and 3 soundtrack.
At the same time?
At the same time. Like he's got 2 speakers connected to 2 phones playing Despicable Me 2 and 3 at the same time. Sounds awesome, but he couldn't hear the kids on the track. There were 3 of them. Bada bing, bada boom. All the kids, they get hit. Vehicular manslaughter this time. It was $1 million bail. Dude was not getting out of it this time. And so they're like, vehicular manslaughter. He's not going to get away with it. Not this time. Just like the previous 2 times. And so he gets taken to the jail again. And they're like, what do you want to eat this time? Really important. Listen to this next bit. He wants 3 bananas. He wants 3 bananas. And so he's like... and he eats the 3 bananas. Audience, I mimicked eating 3 bananas in this instance. And so he eats the 3 bananas. Just deep throats the 3 bananas. Nom 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 nom. He really likes bananas. Really likes bananas. And so then they put him on the electric chair again, and they were like, and he lives. And they're like, come on, dude, it's been 3 times. How can we not kill you? And he was like, I guess I'm just a bad conductor.
They somehow made a long joke twice as long. It's not that.
I just gotta play with him. I can make that joke so long. I could literally probably give that joke for a whole 30 minutes. Just keep telling that joke.
Okay, so my
Ace and I were at we were driving home from a debate tournament. We spent an entire 3-hour car ride telling like 5 jokes.
Okay, so I'd like to put this up to a vote. That's the 4th bad origin story.
And that's the conductor. The conductor was the 4th bad origin story. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. You got played. You thought we were just telling a joke. You thought we were wasting time. We were on top.
Okay, so we have 4 now.
Yes, we have 4 now.
Now, how are we gonna make them fight?
Are we gonna make them fight again, or we have to do something?
How are we gonna decide which is dumber? Like, audience, just so you know, Nathan is legitimately crying right now, so we got him a tissue box. Now, okay, how do you decide something is dumb?
I don't even know. I mean, that's a really big question. How is something categorized as dumb? Because I said that earlier when we weren't recording.
Yeah, we really need to record every second of this, so you get the raw, untouched
potential.
God, we're dumb.
Do you like? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'll say it after.
Okay,
do you like?
Okay, no.
Can you finish that?
We are so dumb. Which do we think, out of the 3 of us, out of the 4 that we said, which do you think is the best out of the 3 of us? Because we are the dumbest people I know.
I appreciate that. It's a list I hoped I would make. Which one do I think is the best or the worst?
Okay, actually, let's do it like this. Which do you want to have personally happen to you?
Which one do I think would like? That'd be cool.
What do you want? Yeah. Just because
I think
audience, I know you were asleep. The 4 that we have are Walmart 1000th employee. We have radioactive football player. What was your third one?
The guy at the small mart customer service.
Customer service and bad conductor.
I don't know.
I think this is really dumb, which fits with our podcast where we talk about dumb superhero stuff. Nightly repeat, the one you're listening to.
Now we
If you're just tuning in.
If you're just tuning in.
If you're just tuning in.
I don't know why you'd start here. It's kind of the end.
We'll
It's a little
wait.
stupid.
We'll wait. Go back. We'll wait.
Yeah, well, if you could just like depending on what platform you're on, I want you to like see where you're at right now. So like go back. Okay. Actually, come back here.
Come back.
And then like make sure like after you go back that time, go back again. Oh, actually, wait. Can you come back? Okay, after you come back the second time, can you go back again? And then repeat that process
Also,
until your
while you're
nightly
at it-
repeat at the very beginning.
While you're at
Nightly
it,
repeat.
while you're at it, leave a like and subscribe.
It's
Turn
like-
that bell
it's
notification
like,
on.
It's like they're on a platform where they cannot do any of those three things.
Okay. The
They're on
one,
Mixer.
Mixer.
the most likely one, I think, is customer service. Like to actually be something. I feel like that one isn't.
Least likely to happen.
I feel
Right.
like that one's not dumb. Like if in a actual
Mm-hmm.
superhero comic, I feel like that's the least dumb.
That's fair. I mean, it would be stupid to like. It's like I just read this entire fucking comic book and it's just about a guy that works in the office.
He doesn't
What
get
the
his powers
hell?
in the very end.
Yeah, it's literally just a panel, dude. What the fuck is
His
this?
powers are so cool and interesting, but you have to read through this guy's entire life before he gets them.
Yeah,
From birth.
from birth till he's like old and he's like a grandpa superhero.
But okay, so next I think
So yeah, I agree with the sentiment that would be the most
Is
superhero comic.
Small
book.
Mart Employee. The Small Mart Employee Corpse. I came up with it, but I feel like that is honestly not as dumb as Radioactive Cup. Or Radioactive Football Player, sorry.
Yeah, football.
Different idea. Different IP. We don't have control over that. And Bad Conductor.
Fair enough. Bad Conductor wasn't even really one until the end. So yeah, I definitely. So I guess we still have a little bit of time. It's 22 minutes in. Summarize kind of main points from Radioactive Football Player again.
Okay, so radioactive football player. He was just an average Joe, like small mart employee. Gets impaled by a radioactive football player. Becomes the radioactive football player.
So this is like basically I guess kind of similar to not the new Nova comics, but the old Nova comics where Nova Prime, his helmet falls and what's the other Nova? I don't remember.
Nerd.
Yeah. Guys, I'm putting a tissue away.
Okay, but I think the one that I want to flesh out, though. And I feel... Yeah, I want to
Flesh
flesh out.
Flush. What was it? Flushed away the movie with the rats.
But the one I want to flesh out is the Small Mart Court. Because I feel like that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because that one has a lot of meat to it. Unlike
Of course, Devin would think that is his idea. No.
unlike Radioactive Football Player, whose gimmick ends once...
He's a football player.
Yeah.
He's just a radioactive football
He was a
player.
radioactive football player.
With
He
a
was an
spike
average.
on
He
his
was an
head.
average Joe, and then he became an average radioactive football player.
No,
You know,
the
He's
radioactive.
the
No, this is how we can tell how dumb all these ideas are together. How when they get one person goes through all of these.
he's like, wow. I had a long day. I've been through multiple trials, and I've been shocked by the electric chair. Heaven forbid, I would hate if, oh no, radioactive football player. I got impaled. Walmart, do you have any bandages? You're the 1,000 customer. It's like, you're an employee now, and you're going to work in our customer service department.
You better not ever be naked. Wear clothes.
Wear clothes. That's the rule. Take it or leave it.
But you can't leave it. So take it.
He goes home and there's just uranium in his fridge.
And then,
that would be a life to live.
just so you know, we do have a shoe drawer with dirty tissues.
Dirty tissue. They're not dirty because it's snot. They're dirty because
Tears.
tears.
Nathan.
Nathan.
My PF medal in there.
I tried to show you that earlier. That scared the crap out of me.
Mad. Ooh, that was a gamer. I don't even know when we stopped. But yeah, we're 25 minutes in.
Do we want to end the episode here?
I mean, we can end the episode here. We usually
Okay.
would